So this day was kind of like a weird day for me. A few days back, I had to decide between banquet or prayer meeting. And who wouldn't want to miss a banquet because it's their last banquet, right? Because it was my last banquet. It was my, it was like heart breaking for me to skip prayer meeting. And so I've decided, okay, I'm gonna go to banquet. I told my dad, okay, I'm gonna go to banquet, right? We were getting ready around like 6 p.m. My brother was gonna go with me. I was like, okay, we're gonna take you to banquet. Around like 6:40, he tells me, oh, I'm not gonna go to banquet anymore. And then my dad's like, why aren't you like taking your brother? Why aren't you like encouraging him? I'm just like, you're gonna get mad at me for this? You're gonna really tell me this? Like, I've already skipped prayer meeting. I've already done this just to go to this banquet, and he's gonna blame me for being late to banquet. A few more times he told me that. He was like, oh, you're gonna be late. We're gonna be late. Go hurry up. And I'm just like, okay, I'm getting really frustrated. And then there was one point where my dad said it one more time, and I got really pissed. And I was like, yo, I'm done. I'm all like in dress pants and dress shoes. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna walk out of the house. So I walked out of the house, I slammed the door, and I was like, I'm not gonna go to banquet. I'm not gonna go to prayer meeting. I walked. I kept walking, and there was, near my house, there was a McDonald's, because near the house, everyone has McDonald's, right? There was a McDonald's. I lived next to Knott's, and this McDonald's at Knott's, it has like a little section for like kids or something. It has a secluded area, and so I went in that little area. It was just me and then some guy across from me. I was there. I was just sitting. I was like, what am I gonna do? My dad's mad at me. I didn't tell him where I was gonna go, so I turned off. I got my phone. Oh shoot! I didn't tell you guys this. Huh? So I had two phones. One's an Android which had service, and one's an iPhone. And this Android is the one with service, and so I opened it up. I saw my dad call me, my mom call me. I just ignored it. I was still arguing with my dad in the phone. I was texting him. I was like, you always want what you want, or something like that. And I used my iPhone, which didn't have service, and so I was just playing on there. A few minutes later, just these three groups of kids who were kind of like short and like around my age, they just kept walking back and forth around this little like hallway that they had at McDonald's. I was just sitting there. I was playing my game. It was called Balls. It was kind of popular at one time, and it's like a little square boxes and balls around. Okay, so I was playing that on my iPhone. My iPhone was the latest iPhone at that time, and this guy, one of the guys that the three guys were with, they were walking, and then they walked one more time, and then right in my hands, like literally, I was sitting down right here, and then he comes up from my right side, he swoops it. I was like, dude, I'm only gonna have a bad day. I had dress shoes on, had my pants on. I was like, okay, let's go. Okay, I'm chasing him. One guy, the other two stayed for some reason. He went out the door. I was like, yo, that's my phone. And then he drops it, and then he picks it back up, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if he has a knife. I don't know if he has anything. I'm gonna just go chase him. I'm just doing this. Okay, what am I doing? Jump over some bushes. He comes back around to the McDonald's, and then his friend caught up with him. One of his friends. I was like, okay, you wanna give me my phone back, kind of thing. I'm like nervous here. And then the third guy was the driver, and the driver was in the car waiting for the other two friends, and then they opened up the door. I was right behind them, and keep in mind, I still had my phone, which had service. They took the phone without service, and so they drove off. I was literally behind the car. I got the license plate. I called my mom. Mom, I think my phone got stolen. And then she called the cops, and then the cops went to McDonald's. And then I told my mom, oh, this is a license plate, it was a Volkswagen. And then from there, my mom went to that McDonald's where I was, and then the cop went to that house where the address was located, and then from that house, we got that iPhone back, And then I came back to McDonald's, and then I was with my parents, and then like I was just like, oh, my dad's not mad at me, my mom's not mad at me, I'm okay. And so from there we went to prayer meeting, and I was like, yo, I'm glad I made it to prayer meeting. All right, I think that's what I'm gonna do.